Hey guys, it's Ryan here, and in this video I'm going to be covering a simple method for updating the DLSS or FSR DLLs used by games installed on your Linux distribution. So unlike on Windows, where it is now possible to update the version of DLS that's installed on games by just using the NVIDIA app, or alternatively the version of FSR that you use by using the AMD Adrenalin software, there isn't actually an official comparable application available for Linux natively, at least not from either NVIDIA or AMD. However, there is a fantastic GitHub project that I've come across recently called DLSS Updater, which does allow you to do exactly that. Now, this isn't to be confused with a similar project with a similar name on Windows called DLS Swapper, which does largely the same thing, just on Windows only. Now, this particular project, DLS Updater, is cross-platform, so it does actually work on both Windows and Linux. It also supports a wide range of popular game launchers, so we're talking about Steam, Ubisoft Connect, the EA app, Epic Game Launcher, GeoGalaxy and Battle.net. But most importantly, it allows you to update the version of DLSS and FSR that a game uses, updating it from the one that originally shipped with the game. And this also includes updating technologies such as ray reconstruction, frame generation, and reflex low latency, as well as the AMD equivalents. And finally, much like on Windows with the NVIDIA app, you can also now override the default DLS model used in-game by using a launch option. So when it comes to installation, the process is pretty straightforward. Since this app is distributed as a Flatpak, it does mean that, at least in theory, it should work on any Linux distribution. Now, if you're unsure that whether you have Flatpak support enabled already on your system, as most Linux distributions nowadays, well, certainly popular ones such as Pop! OS, Fedora and Linux Mint will enable this support out of the box. If you're ever unsure, the best place to check if it is supported by default is to go to flatpak.org and then go to the section where it tells you how to set up your distribution. So to install the application, easiest way to do it is you want to scroll right back to the top of the project page, click in the section here where it says releases, and then scroll down to the bottom of the latest release. There's two options here you can look at. There's MSI, which is Windows, and then there's the Flatpak. So for Linux, you just want to click on the option here where it says .flatpak. Once that's downloaded, it's really just a matter of double clicking on the file, which will begin the installation process. Now, alternatively, if you want to use the terminal to do this, you can instead. Easiest way to do it is, it's going to be a combination of two commands. The first one is cd and then ~downloads, which gets you to your downloads folder. And then from there, it's just running the command to install the Flatpak, which is flatpak install and then referencing the file itself. In either case, once you've installed DLSS Updater, it's just a case of launching it just like any other application. So go to your application launcher and then click on the little icon that's now appeared called DLSS Updater. So the first time you launch the application, you'll find that there's three sections you'll see in front of you. You've got launchers, settings and games. I'd recommend first of all clicking on the option over here which says settings. Now there's a couple of options here. There are really only, in my case, two options of note. The first one is update preferences, and this is where you choose which technologies you want to update. So as you can see, it's just a matter of tick boxes for DLSS, Streamline, which is your frame gen, reflex, etc. Direct storage doesn't actually work on Linux, at least at this video, so it doesn't really do anything. You've also got your Intel upscaling technologies as well, and then finally FSR. There's also a tick box here which allows you to create a backup. What that'll do is allow you to basically restore the version of the DLS that came with the game, or the version of FSR that came with the game. So yeah, it's quite useful. But yeah, make sure that all these are ticked and then click save. The second section of note is this option here where it says Linux DLSS SR presets. And really this is where you would choose what default model or override the model used by what version of preset you're using. So for example, if you're using the balance preset, for example, you could maybe choose preset M instead, or preset L, depending on what you want to do. It does warn you, of course, that the more heavy presets are designed for newer cards. So preset M is designed for 4050 series, whereas your older ones, which are preset K, is for your 20 and 30 series, and then L's kind of in the middle. Honestly, I wouldn't worry too much about this section. It's more for advanced users, as 9 times out of 10, all you're really going to do is just enable it in game and not really worry about it. So the next section we're going to look at is the launchers page, which in most cases is all you need to do really is click at the bottom of this button here where it says scan for games, and it will go through and find any compatible games in the system and then import their appropriate file paths. And really, if you want to just do it as a 1-2 step, you can click here where it says start update, and it will go through and find any of the games that have anything that's outdated in terms of FSR and DLSS versions and update them automatically. Now the final section we've got is games. So if we click on that, what this will do is it will display all the supported games, and this is where you can allow yourself to specify on a game by game basis which of the DLSS or FSR technologies you want to update or ignore. And this is also the section that allows you to restore the original versions that shipped with the game if you do encounter any issues with an updated release. So for example, if I click on Expedition 33, as you can see I've got 4 options here. I've got DLSS, Streamline, which is your frame gen, your low latency, etc. Intel's updated one, which acronym I can never say for some reason, and then FSR. So if you decide you don't want to use the newer version, so in this case FSR 4 for whatever reason, you can click restore and it will restore it back there as well. Same again for DLSS, so if you want to ever restore it, you can do it that way. Alternatively, you can do the whole thing, so you can go to restore here and it will restore it all. And really, that's all there is to it. It's a relatively straightforward application, but it does exactly what you need it to do. Okay, so as always, thank you very much for watching this video today. I hope you found it helpful, and if you did, then please don't forget to leave a like, share the video, as well as subscribe to this channel to see more content like this in the very near future. Thanks again, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye now.